Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm Lying Secret, the vice president of the stream. Yakobu there in chat, so is Neo. Neo says that it's the last week of Halloween. Indeed it is, so we'll be doing more Halloween stuff tonight. So you're thinking, well, why are we here if we finished the game? Well, we've got some stuff to collect. It turns out I was slightly wrong about this. I thought you had to play the entire game again just to get the collectibles. If you get a collectible in a chapter and then exit, it keeps it. So we only need to go as far as the collectibles. Some of the chapters will be very quick because the one thing we missed is right at the start. Some of them, the thing is right at the end, and annoyingly, the one chapter where something's right at the end is the most annoying one to play. But it's fine. It's the Coalhaven one. It's the long one with all the dark tunnels and shit. I knew I'd have to do that again. Yeah, we were talking before the stream started about Wolverine is coming out on PS5. That'll be good. Okay, so chapter select. Right, we need to do Tale of the Burnt One for one of the discs. Oh, alright, this is the other thing. I better go into this because I don't know how loud this is. Hey, Catonia. We only have to go in this one as far as the disc, so...
The Burnt One woke from a deep slumber, broken, deaf, and blinded.
Yeah, we can skip proper cutscenes, but we can't skip the stuff like that. So the proper cutscenes, the stuff that actually takes time, we can skip. And yeah, anyway. So we have to go that far. What was the other thing I said? Oh yeah, technically I have collected all the shell phones off stream, but we will be going to the ones I've missed, because I did get the trophy for that, which you can see... oh, it's not on there, so you know I've got it. These are all the ones we haven't got. So, but I will be collecting them, and then when I got the last one, because I had to pick them up, because it's not listed in the guide which ones they are, so I just had to pick all of them up, which was a little bit annoying, but oh well. But yeah, I'll go to them even though I don't need them anymore. So yeah, mostly this will just be a sort of quick skippable playthrough of us just getting the collectibles, and then we will listen to the story of the... oh, I can't think what it's called, but when we're collecting all the discs, it does a story. We'll go to Housey and listen to them all, because that might be interesting. Also, we'll be getting the alternative ending as well, which is the one where we don't we don't put we don't put Potboy in the fire. We continue the midnight walk, whatever that means. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, then obviously don't watch this video first, because watch the other shit first. Okay, so yeah, on this one we have to get up to the first grinner, I think, because the disc is just after that. Some of the ones we missed were amazing because they're in such obvious places, and I don't know how we missed them. I tell you what, there is one area in the game where there are 3 collectibles and we missed all of them. So I must just have walked straight through and gone on to the next bit without looking at anything, I don't know. Speed run! It's not really a speed run, I don't know how to speed run this, but... be interesting to watch a speed run. I wonder if there's any, like, oh, you run into this wall and you fall outside of the game shit. Yeah, so I had a quick playthrough of this the other day, and went through it with a guide, so I sort of know where all the stuff is.
It was told that for the being who kept fire in their heart, all darkness would vanish. Nevertheless, this long night seemed endless and fraught with perils.
Yeah, so sometimes we won't be able to run, and sometimes you're barriered in because you need to listen to a cutscene. That's a shell phone that we don't need, so that's fine. Oh, wait, I was supposed to take that flame over here. Whoops. You just wait a moment. Yeah. So yeah, I may forget things to the best of my recollection, but do you know, one thing I would say as well is going through this game a second time knowing what to do, it does make you realise how few puzzles there actually are. Which is a shame really, because the puzzles they did have were quite good. Oh, do you see that? The fire with the lit match went straight down the pit. Aim. Nice. Remember that first time I was carrying a match and I let go of it and it flew straight into a candle and lit it for me? See? So this is... yeah, that was cool. So this is... yeah, if you've got a collectible, then obviously there's nothing in the hole, so that's good. I'm glad they didn't put all the collectibles back so you have to get all of them a second time. Didn't realise the brambles had a pulse. Yeah, this is the thing. Because I was looking around a lot at the scenery and stuff, which I think you should do because it's really nice, I was missing a lot of the stuff moving. And now I know where stuff is, I can look at it. Also, one other thing we'll be doing as well. You know that level where they show the tale of the craftsman and his daughter? I didn't actually watch the first bit because I didn't realise we were supposed to be watching it. So we will be watching that, but I'll skip 2, 3 and 4 because we did watch them. Yeah, see, the brambles sort of suck away here. Oh, also, you know when I was running away from all those creatures and they kept catching me? Turns out if you crawl they can't hear you as much. Should have realised that, but didn't. I mean, literally, they can't hear you unless they're actually looking at you. So yeah, stay crouched. Even though that is moving slower, sometimes it's worth getting up and running, sometimes it isn't. Like now, for example, because I can hear him. Yakobu's got a little... what is that? Is that... yeah, snake in a box. Nice. Metal Gear Solid references.
Focus on the eye and close your eyes to make things
So, we need to get to the path looking over where you have to light a match to distract the grinner. That's the bit we need to get to. So... but yeah, you can largely skip lighting candles if you know where to go, which sometimes I don't, so I will be lighting them. Is this the bit? I think it might be after this. Runs the... oh yeah, yeah. Oh, the other thing I realised as well, having played the entire game and not realising, the thing about wardrobes that you can do that I completely missed. There are instructions for it, but I didn't understand what the instructions meant. In a way, I'll explain when we find one, but... thought we could get in from there. Yeah, so sometimes you will literally be barried in because they want you to watch something, like a character moving or something like this, so... yeah, there you go, you can hold X to skip some cutscenes. Right. Where'd he go? Oh, is it this way? No. No, it's the other way, I think, okay. I may need to light the candle actually, there are some areas where you do have to. So I'm not entirely sure, but... because I didn't write down if I need to or not. But yeah, some areas the candles literally open doors if you light them and stuff. So plus the fact it's easier to see. Oh, also, is it turned up? Yeah, it is. I put it to 150% brightness, so even in the dark you can actually kind of see where you're going. Probably should have realised that while I was playing it, but oh well. Have I gone the wrong way? I think I must have done. Yeah, I'm not... I kind of skipped over this bit when I was playing through. Where the fuck's Potboy gone? Right, cut back in around now. Yeah, it turns out we were skipping the over here when you light Potboy's head, and then he's supposed to run over here. Skipping that cutscene completely breaks the game and makes him not run over here. Because you have to see the animation of him running, I guess. Ridiculous. Anyway, let's carry on. That's totally a glitch, because either they shouldn't let you skip the cutscene, or let you skip it and the game should still work. But whatever. Right, okay. Yeah, the accent, the overuse of slang enthusiasm of some people, yeah. Hi, welcome. Right, I know I've got to do the coal thing, hold on a sec. Just realised I'm choking on saliva because I can't breathe properly. Right. Yeah, this is the only level I didn't write notes about. But then, even if I'd written notes, I wouldn't have written, oh, by the way, don't skip the cutscene because it breaks the game. Because I wouldn't have thought that would have been a thing. I had no trouble skipping any other cutscene, you know. Oh. Yeah. Alright then. Yeah. What? I mean, okay. Sure. Why not? If the game stops working at some point, then we'll know why. But, okay. Does anyone want to clip that for me? Because that was fucking weird. There we go, he's back again. Right, what the hell happened there? And now clip. If no one does, don't worry, I'll write down the time and I'll get it later. Wow, that was incredible. Potboy glitch is out. Floating. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
In the midst of darkness, lo and behold, a friendship kindled. The fire that spread with it seemed so small against the vast night sky, small and flickering, but defiant.
Megaphone. Not megaphone, shell phone. Don't need it though. Ugh. Okay. Right, now, once you get in the wardrobe, right, you know how you can only see out that gap, and it says, oh, you can open the doors. I thought opening the doors would mean they could eat you. It doesn't. You can literally open a door and look out. So you can look left and right and check where the monster is. I should have realised that while we were playing, I guess. So you open the left-hand door, and then you can look all the way to the left. Look. Got to wait for him to bugger off. Right, there we go. Thank you, Neo. Very much appreciated. Neo has clipped that thing where Pop Boy went weird. Copy link. Clips room. Pesto. Vanilla pesto. Okay, right. There we go. Oh, wait, shit, hold on. Clip. Yeah. Oh no, I have done it properly, okay. I thought I put it in the wrong room for a second there. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, I could have moved it later, but... An excellent clip. Like Chef Excellence. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I thought I'd missed one. Oh, I did miss one. By the way, every time I wrote wardrobe in the in my little mini guide that I wrote, just to remind me what to do, I kept forgetting how to spell wardrobe and just wrote Manidex instead. I thought, wow, I know what it means. Okay. Ah, this is the bit. Okay, so we need to light the candle, distract the grinner, run to the wardrobe, and then to the left of the wardrobe. So, like that. I think it's literally just down there where I'm looking now. We also have to duck as well, because sometimes it can see us. By the way, that floating thing there is how to solve this puzzle, but... Oh, in fact, I may have done this wrong. Hold on. Yeah, I think I have. I've got the directions wrong. I meant left as in his left, not mine. Yeah, okay. At least I think that's right. Right. Not sure what I meant by left. I should have written it down properly. All the other levels I've got proper notes for. I didn't write notes for this one because I assumed I could just run through, but... Yeah, see, if you stand up, that happens. If you stand far enough back, it doesn't, but I didn't, so... And it's... Once you've realised it's wrong, you can't then correct it, so... Mind you, I suppose you could run back to this wardrobe, but it's just quicker to die and come back, honestly. But yeah, you'll notice the game is a lot brighter this time round because I turned the brightness all the way up. Because we've already played it at the standard darkness level, so why not have the brightness on to help us a little bit? Oh, maybe I meant turn left as in come down here. No, I didn't. Oh shit, I wish I'd written proper fucking notes. I'll see where it goes over here and then I'll go back over that side. Unless it's coming over here. Yeah, it is, okay. I may have to look this one up in a sec and cut that bit out as well. Yeah, so you can grab that. Crawler's sung for fire. Right, okay. I suppose technically you could get in the wardrobe, then light the candle, couldn't you? But, well, no, you can't. Right, light it, then get in. Then turn left. Why did I say turn left? Maybe I meant this left. I don't know. Just don't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up. I did all this last night, and I've still got to look stuff up. Fucking hell! Why didn't I write notes properly for this level? Seriously. I did this so I wouldn't have to look stuff up on stream. Looking for one bloody music disc called Coquette. Okay, let's see. Train of the Burnt One. Burnt One. All collectibles. There we go. This is the video I was following the other day. It's quite a really good video actually. Doll, yeah. Vinyl. Coquette, right, okay. Let's see, what am I missing? Okay, get in the wardrobe, yeah. Oh, I see it, yeah, okay, yeah, I walked right past it. Yeah, I see it now. We'll probably have to be killed and then come back. Yeah, okay. I was right about turning left though, but not, yeah, I should have written down turn right then left. Whoops. No, okay. Wait. I don't remember this bit. Oh, I've gone too far now. Shit! Oh, God! Sorry. Fucking hell.
After the end of the world,
It saved me at the wrong bloody checkpoint, and now I've got to go all the way back through again.
Broken, dead, and blinded.
I might just cut out all of the stream up until now, because I've just done nothing so far. It's ridiculous. We've had like 2 different glitches, and I've had to start 3 different times. You can't go back to a previous checkpoint if you've already passed one. You can go back to the latest checkpoint. Trouble is, I'd activated the next one, and I couldn't go back then. I know I'm not doing much, but chat is still working, isn't it? Right, okay, good. I'm not saying anyone has to say anything, it's just no one had said anything for a while, and I did wonder. I could have just looked over to my right, I suppose. I keep forgetting I can look at that screen instead. Wait, no, that wouldn't have answered the question, would it? Oh, never mind, whatever. See if I can get the right wardrobe first time. Hey, nice. yeah, it's sort of, well, yeah, I suppose it's more, I don't know, I suppose it's not more darkness than shadow, isn't it, really?
A spark had once again been lit. It was told that for the being who kept fire in their heart, all darkness would vanish. Nevertheless, this long night seemed endless and fraught with perils.
Who says the button to sprint? I am sprinting. See, you can light all 3 candles with one match. Bam. If you run, you can, and you know exactly where you're going. Give me a sec. Right. It's not really a shadow as much as there's less darkness than most other places. Nice reference. Father's head. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how much of this I will have cut out, or indeed if I'll have remembered to cut this shit out, but I fucked up a couple of runs of this, and we've had to restart like 3 times. So annoying, but anyway. Hopefully this time it'll work, and I won't have to cut out another run. But hopefully I'll remember to edit this later. If I didn't, then just skip the... well, you won't be able to skip because you won't have heard this, but... But yeah, my advice is to just skip the last couple of runs I've done because I didn't do them properly. Where's he going? Right. I'll wait for him to at least face the other way because otherwise he will catch us. So apparently you can do that bit without him chasing you. I thought he had to. Alright.
Focus on the eye and close your eyes to make.
Like that. Although I think this bit is scripted, but you have to do that. I'm wondering if you can just light the furthest away candle, because then you could bring a match over here. Oh no, actually no, there's matches over there, aren't there? So it doesn't matter. Right, don't skip this cutscene, because as it turns out, no, actually no, I'll leave those failed runs in. Fuck it, people can skip them if they want to. I don't really care. Because that glitch was really funny, and that was in one of them, so I'll leave that in. But yeah, I don't know how much of this I'll cut out, but basically we skip this cutscene and Potboy just dematerialises and you can't get through the next bit. It completely soft locks you, so there we go. So you have to watch that cutscene, seemingly. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but because otherwise he literally isn't here. And then later on he floated for some reason, like on his side, like he was completely broken. It was this one coming up. I'm only saying this stuff because I don't know how much I'm going to cut out later. So, but yeah, he walked all the way down to the bottom, walked all the way to the top again, got back in the can, and then sort of floated down the rest of the hill. It's really weird. That, and when he leads out of the trash can there, the trash can's halfway through his face, which is interesting. It might happen again, you never know. It might do. Let's see if we can make it happen again. Because it didn't actually break anything, it just looked weird. I mean, I don't think I did anything spectacular. I gave him the coal. He runs down the mountain, we chased him, and then he ran back up again. I don't think he's supposed to run back up. Yeah. Right, hold on. Yeah, he's doing it. Hold on. It'd be hilarious if this happens again, because it's a... Yeah, they are. Okay. That is not supposed to happen. I don't know why it did. Do you know what it is? I think because I ran past him and he thought I was not following him anymore, so he ran back to his start point. That's all I can guess, really. Do you know what, actually? If it turns out this is faster than him walking, speedrun technique, or what? Mind you, you'd have to wait for him to run back that first time, wouldn't you? So maybe it doesn't save any time. And this time he's... Are you serious? Oh, God. This fucking game, seriously, I was joking. Right, there we go. Jesus, right, okay, I thought we were going to have to start again. Mind you, I could have gone back to the last checkpoint, that would have fixed it.
Lo and behold, a friendship kindled. The fire that spread with it seemed so small against the vast night sky.
You didn't make him run up there, yeah.
But defiant.
I tell you what, one thing I've noticed about this game, it does not like you going ahead further than it wants you to, does it? It really doesn't. Not to the point where it goes, oh, excuse me, could you stop? To the point where it goes, well, we're not going to let you finish the game then. Do you know what, actually, I was just thinking, I wonder if, you know that bit where we have to distract the grinner, and then I can grab the thing, if I could just run down there, grab the collectible, get eaten, and it counts as me collecting it? I might try that, actually. Because as soon as you've got it, it registers it in the game that you've collected it, because you can literally skip the rest of the chapter. Potboy glitch again, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it'll turn out that... No, because we saw the credits, so we know there's a lot of people that worked on this. I was going to say it turned out it'll be like a Pumpkin Jack thing, where you go, oh, this is a bit weird glitch, and you go, yeah, but the whole game was made by a 13-year-old boy or something, and you go, oh, right, okay, I didn't know that. That game's incredible for it was made by one kid. I think everything in Pumpkin Jack, apart from the music, was made by one kid. Amazing. Considering how good and how varied that game is. And I think, obviously there are some glitches in it, but there's not any like there have been in this. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting you've got to break that first. See, I don't know if you have to hit it with Potboy once for as part of the puzzle, whether you can just straight away look at the eye and get rid of it, but anyway. Right, here we go, finally. Yeah, see this stripy rock in front of me? I think it's on that. Or... no, okay, I don't know. Again, I literally just watched this and I can't remember. Oh. Yeah, can you see it over there? Yeah. Now, get out of the wardrobe and turn left. Left's that way. Why the hell did I write left? Whatever. Right, there you go. Coquette. Right, okay, got it. Finally, Jesus. The lid. Oh, yeah. Right, this is what I've written, right? Light the candle, distract the grinner, run to the wardrobe, then turn left. This is the wardrobe, so facing... Oh, you know what it is? I was facing the wardrobe and then turn left. Yeah, I've thrown off the directions. Okay, well we got it anyway, so that counts apparently. Right, okay, we've done that. I'm not going to delete these because the likelihood is I'll delete them and then need one of them again, so okay. Okay, so... Mulgrim. Okay. Oh, to prove that that does count, by the way. Yeah, Neo's actually just said what I'm about to do anyway. That was well done. Check Housey just in case. Very good point. There you are. Coquette. So that counts. By the way, there's a whole load of music. Every single one plays different music. I won't be doing that because I don't know how interesting that is, but it's mostly ambient music anyway. It's nice, but it's like, you know, I don't mind listening to that story though, because I think that's got words in it. Because it's just like a jukebox otherwise, and I don't know how interesting. I don't want to sit there and do 24 songs in a row. You know what I mean? Loathsome Mulgrim. Okay. Right. Thank you for the 10 bits, Neo. Right. Okay, so I need to get to the bit where we're hiding from a grinner. Again, I didn't write instructions for this, but after this bit I did.
Lacked reason, it didn't matter. When times were dark, and winds blew cold, there wasn't much left to do, and it was quite enough to simply put one foot in front of the other.
You do have to do this bit where you get inside Housey. I tested it. It makes you go in, and I think you have to look at every object once, like the different bits of the house. Oh, and you have to light it, obviously. Yeah, the door doesn't activate until you've looked at everything once, I think. Or it's timed, in which case, you know, you got to do something. Yeah, the little white circles indicate the things to look at. It tells you can leave Housey anytime, da da da. Oh, I missed one, hold on. Yeah, there you go, and then that activates the door. But yeah, I think if you try and walk ahead, it literally doesn't let you, so... Yeah, I'm going to barrier it in, because look, if I try and run ahead, I literally can't move, so... House in the house. And do you know what, of all the things in this game, this is weird, I'd quite like a little model of Housey. Like, just to stand on the desk, and you open the door and you can put things inside it, and that'd be cool, like some sort of desk tidy. That'd be cool. They could make the models out of clay to stay with the theme, I suppose. Imagine that. Yeah, it'd be great. I'd buy it. Well, I don't know, it depends. If they're a small company, they go, yeah, we want 70 quid. It's like, yeah, good luck with that. To be honest, and quite unironically I suppose, I've had my fingers burnt with expensive figurines from that bloody Sir Dan thing. Do you know some people never got their money back from that? And I'm talking like 250 quid. Yeah, I know. I just wondered how happy Sony was about that. Like, going, you do realise they've used your IP to rip money off people, right? Yeah, this shell phone that we're missing, if I can't find the shell phones, I'm not going to worry too much, because A, we've already got them, and B, I can just listen to them in the house afterwards. So if I end up missing this, I don't mind too much. If I can find it, I will. Because, I've just written hide from Grinner and then look off to one side, but I don't really know what I meant by that. Because that might have been it just now. But I think there is another one coming up, so maybe I meant that. Actually, no, I think it's the next one. I'm not sure. Could... Yeah, the further we got through the game, the more notes I wrote, so it'll actually get better as we go along. Maybe I meant this one. I know we've got to get to the guitar man at least. I can't remember what that character's name is now. The Soul Fisher, I think his name is. So if we get that far, it means I've missed it. But as I say, it doesn't matter too much, because it's one of the collectibles we don't actually need to get. It'd be nice if we could, but... Oh, wrong end. Most of the scary stuff is in the first two chapters. Yeah, there's that bit where we've got to hide from a load of grinners later on. It's actually quite difficult because you've got to run around that little village and light the candles while they're chasing you. But, having watched the guide, there are more hidey holes than I thought there were. That's why I was finding it so difficult. There's like tiny, you know, like you have to magic away the door, and then we got into an area where we could hide, but you could stand up. There's some little holes in that area that you can duck into, and there's nothing in there, but it's just for you to be able to duck in. And had I found those, it would have been a bit easier, but yeah. Plus the fact now I know that crawling actually does make them harder to hear you. I thought it was just so you could hide behind stuff, but apparently it makes you quieter. So that's good to know. But I'm not sure how I even got through it without crawling, because someone said it was impossible to do, and I somehow managed it, so I think I was just lucky. Here's the Mulgrim. Come on, don't glitch on me, boy. Do I need to give him coal, or... I don't know. Yeah. So... There we go. There's the thing. Right. Phil, yeah, we missed the shell phone, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, there was a shell phone on this level we needed to find, and I've skipped it, but... as I say, I collected them off stream because I needed to check where they were, because unlike these, say if I didn't want to collect this, but I just wanted to see where it was, I could do that, and then go, right, and not pick it up, and it closes. But with the shell phones, once you've picked them up, you've picked them up, and I had to check which ones they were, so there you go, that's Mulgrim done. We'll listen to the shell phones that we missed, though. The Dark itself, so we need to listen to that one. Listen to this one. Right. Thank you. Like sneaking in, Abe. Tale of Coalhaven. Yeah, the Coalhaven one's interesting. There are so many collectibles we missed here, but almost all of them are in the same area. It's amazing. Plus the fact we won't get stuck on that puzzle where I didn't know what to do, and then Neo reminded me that you could charge up the match gun. So... Coalhaven. After being inside Housey. Now, did that count? Go back. Hold on. No, you can't go back. Okay. Alright. It must be after this then.
Was the day when the sun vanished.
Amazingly, you can still hear him.
Birds went quiet, and the dark itself.
Hello. Yeah, as much as this game has glitches and it has annoyed me a couple of times, it is nice. The art and stuff and the music's really nice. Right. With these bits, you literally just have to. It's just timed, so, and you can tell it's moving because I think if you look at where is it? There. I think you can see like the pots moving and stuff sometimes. Do you know actually partly what the unrefined roundness of a lot of these objects remind me of? Obviously because it's like clay. You know, and I'm only talking about the very first one, the first Wallace and Gromit film, where they weren't sort of sure quite what they were doing with the animation. Right. Then you know where the collectible is that we missed here? Watch this. Yeah, there. It's literally behind you as you start the level.
I had a flame once. It was beautiful and bright. Spread its light, brought me and my neighbors warmth. and it was always hungry. No matter how much I fed it, it kept on growing and growing. And one day it got big enough to start walking the long road. I didn't guide it. It dragged me along for the ride. I followed it for a long, long time. Would the road ever end? What was the point of the walk? Things kind of spiraled. Road took me on dangerous detours that didn't make sense. Before I knew it, my flame began to fade. Until it... Well, I don't think I was meant to carry this flame.
Yeah, so he's one of the people that did the Midnight Walk but got lost. Speaking of which, we've got lost a number of times, but still. So Hello Orb. Orb reminds me that the name of the first Wallace and Gromit film is A Grand Day Out. Indeed it is. The shape of Wallace's head is kind of unique for that movie, because they changed it after that. Right, so we need to get to town and do the world puzzle with the key and all that shit. So yeah, okay. Yeah, and Yakobu says, cover yourself with an indecisive thought using an umbrella. Nice. So we need to get to the well, do that, and then get to town, and then all 3 objects that
There
we're
once
missing
was
are all
a
in town.
freezing cat who was looking for shelter when she came across a dark cave. Step into my abode, offered the dark. It will warm you if you surrender your wants.
Yeah, this is the puzzle where you have to walk around and listen for the cat eyes, but if the frog eyes. But if you know where they are, you don't have to. You can just do that. So yeah, genuine speedruns of this game would be fascinating, just to see what stuff you can break without breaking, as it were. Okay, I actually forget what order you've got to do this in now, but there's not that many combinations. No, that was the wrong one. Okay. It's one of these 2 anyway. As long as he comes out up there, I think. No, okay, it was that one then. Oh. Wait, what? Did I... Oh! There's that one as well. Completely missed that, okay. Might be that one. There you go. And then send him down the right hand one, I remember that. And then light the furnace while you're standing on this square. Because lighting furnaces moves things, as we know now. Right. These are the areas where you most notice the increase in brightness. So here you literally wouldn't be able to see anything. It's still not bright, but it's a lot brighter. Because if you look, if anyone missed this earlier, I've got the brightness at 150%. So, but it is supposed to be a dark game, so I wouldn't recommend playing on 150% for a first time through. But oh, there's some collectibles over there, but we don't need them, so I'm not entirely sure we need to light all the candles here, but why not? Yeah, that's a collectible, that's fine. So we need to go this way, I think. Yeah, there you go. There's another collectible. Obviously there's nothing in there because we've already got it. So you've got to be quick on this bit. Oh shit, fell off. And you've got to be careful you don't do that as well. You've got to be careful not to run off the edges. I tried to do a shortcut one time and it just didn't work, so... Okay.
The dark's eyes were much too big and watchful for the cat's liking. She went on to find warmth somewhere else.
Right, okay, this is the first of the keep Potboy close puzzles. Oh, in terms of doing the chapters, I think we need to do all of them apart from... Oh no, we do need to do them all. The last one we don't technically need to do, but we are going to do it because we want to see the alternative ending, so... That's the only one I don't have to get any collectibles in, though. But yeah, stuff like this, I just wonder if there's any way to do it quicker or anything. Yes, it's pretty easy as long as you don't do it too quickly. Oh, shit. What was I saying? I didn't realise, by the way, I don't think once we ever had this happen. I didn't realise you could relight Potboy's flame. I don't think we had this happen once. Yeah, interesting. I thought it was just a game over if that happened. Well, there's something we've learned. Timed that wrong. Timed that completely wrong. What was I doing there? We didn't restart the fire. Yeah, there you go. So if you can't work out when the wind's going to stop, the sound of the trees will, at the sight of the trees will help you with that. I did wonder why there were so many matchboxes around here. It's because you can relight Potboy. Right.
Then the cat saw it. Rooftops piercing the sky. Approaching the town, she was greeted by a crone. Come, kitty, kitty, you must be tired. Sit in my lap, share your soft fur, and I shall warm you for a spell.
Yeah, I was thinking if I do this too quickly, is it going to glitch again? But, you think, oh, you're just being paranoid. That has happened, so I mean... For the first time we actually have to use our match gun. Oh, yeah, there's a thing coming up where there's a trophy where you've got to shoot one of the grinners in the face with the match gun. It does cause a game over, but it is for a trophy, so we do need to do it. So I'll be doing that when we get there. Yeah, amazingly, the bit I just did took me like 15 minutes when we did this the first time on stream, because I understood it completely wrong. Well, there you go. Okay, I've got to find the other one now. I don't think you actually need to collect those maps, but it's like, well, they're there, so I might as well. Oh yeah, it's by that one. That should have been the clue, shouldn't it? Right, okay, hold on, let me see. Before going to the grave, right, I think that's this area, isn't it? Yeah, so the grave's up there, so once we get these right. So this area has 3 collectibles in, we missed all of them. We must have just done what we needed to do and moved on, because I can't understand how we missed so much stuff here, but anyway. So I'll see if I can remember where they are, but I know they're all in this area somewhere. Oh yeah, the charging of the gun, yeah, I think Neo reminded me that you could do that, and I went, oh shit, yeah. I didn't write down exactly where they were, but I know, okay, one of them's here. Nice, and I didn't pick these up, so I don't know what they are, so... Okay, the Soul Fisher, so the guitar guy is the Soul Fisher. In the beginning there was the Dark, the Road, and the Soul Fisher, playing his banjo, or so they say. Okay. One of them's in a little house. Yeah, there's a disc here somewhere as well. There's 2 figurines and a disc. We got the shell phone. Yeah, we just didn't walk around Coalhaven that much. I think that was the problem. There we go, there's another one. Ah, excellent. A nameless creature, one of the many species found in the forest along the walk. Some creatures prefer not to have names, so that is literally called the nameless creature. Again, another thing that I'd probably buy if there was a little statue of it. Okay, so that's 20 of 21. So the only one we're missing here is the little house, which is here. So yeah, that wasn't a very good guide because I'm running about, but they're all in. So as long as you get to the area where there's the grave thing and that's doing that, don't go there, just grab these things first. But yeah, we missed this as well. The lullaby. Little soul, you charming little wanderer, my life's companion and body's guest. Where are you off to now? Yeah, so that's Coalhaven done. So those are the collectibles we missed. They were all in this area apart from that shell thrown right at the start. So yeah, okay. So there we go, nice. Okay. Now this is going to be the longest one. There's one bit that's quite difficult, but other than that it's just going through it linearly. Craftsman's Heart, because we need to do quite a lot of this thing. We need to pretty much do the whole chapter, I think, because there's a collectible right at the end of it. Check on Housey. Oh, I could do. Oh, too late now. I think we're going to Housey in a minute anyway, so...
The flame burns still, and the fire has spread along the walk. The cold takes its toll, and Bud Boy's flame flickers. But it is still enough for the bride to be lighted tonight.
I'll wake the Soul Fisher and then I think we can get in Housey.
Hey, my. Go on in then. Get some rest.
What was that called, that disc? Lullaby? Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't think we can right now. Oh, unless you wake up in Housey, I can't remember. Oh yeah, the thing with the fire, yeah, okay. See, the further this game goes on, the more I remember it, because it's the latest bit I did. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, see, if I try to run that way, I'm stuck, because it's got to do some animation. Yeah, that took Housey, which I didn't realise when we played this the first time. That big hand came down, I think that was the craftsman. You know, one puzzle I don't think they did enough of, and I quite liked them, because there were only a couple of them. We're about to come to them, I think. Those ones where you have to freeze and unfreeze those creatures with the eye. Yeah, these ones. I quite like these. So for anyone who doesn't remember this or didn't see it the first time, then they've got an eye on there. Oh, great, get out of the bloody way, Potboy. Just sitting exactly in the wrong place. You can freeze them and unfreeze them by looking at them, which is handy for various reasons. Predicting the fire. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. Playing this game a second time, the darkness showing us all that fire is predicting that Housey's going to burn. Spoilers. Oh, it's not a grenade that I need. What are those things with the clockwork faces? The whatever that was. First time we see them, I need to shoot one in the face for a trophy. Orb says what? I don't know what Orb's saying what to. Let me know. I'm saying a lot of things, so... Dreamers? I can't exactly remember what they're called, to be completely honest. Grimmers? No. I can't remember actually. When we finish the chapter, remind me and I'll go and look at them. No, you see, grinners are the things with the long teeth. I'm thinking of the things that their face, like they tick down and their face opens. I can't remember actually, but anyway. Okay, we need to light that. I'm just trying to remember what order to do this in now. We'll do that one first. We did this one last the first time round, so it doesn't really matter, but... I'm not sure what Orb thinks I ruined. Sorry. If that's a joke and I'm missing it, I'm a bit weird at the moment, so just let me know. Yeah, for some reason I tend not to get jokes when I'm half concentrating on something, sorry. Okay. Yeah, and then that's got to go over to there. You can literally do these in any order you want, but you do have to get that second one out. Okay, there we go. Oh, the spoilers thing. Sorry, yeah. I realised it was supposed to be a joke and I completely ruined it by asking you to explain it. I apologise. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, yeah, this is made for people who have already played this game, and so have we on the stream technically, so I didn't think it mattered. I know you're joking though, so don't worry. Okay, yeah, this barrier is really important though. Because it's the only place you can hide in the entire area. Okay, we need that in view. So we can, when it starts sucking the flame... There we go. Yeah. I really like that puzzle. I wish they'd done more of it. Because that's the last time you see that puzzle, I think. Okay. Do the puzzle. Title.
Spokesman went out to the foggy lake to find peace. Then, out of nowhere, came another boat that bumped into his.
Okay.
He cursed whoever was on the other boat. When the fog cleared, he discovered that it was, in fact, empty.
Oh, I think we should have saved a match. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I forgot to save a match. Shit. That's annoying. Oh well, I'll have to do it later then. Now's the earliest time you can do it, but I literally don't have any matches. Yeah, we should have got more after we finished that puzzle earlier. Because this is the first time we see one, you can shoot it in the face for a trophy, but... yeah, I forgot. Unless there's somewhere we can get matches around here. Not that I can see, annoyingly, but
What's a story without
well.
a little adversity?
Okay, and that's got to go to 3. 2, 3. No. DW, I told you not to touch it. Yeah, it's the DW from Arthur, innit? Hey DW, down down down. Light fuse on heart. Okay, go to the town. Right. Yeah, I really should have written down that I needed to restore the matches from earlier. I completely forgot. There you go, there's another one. Yep. Excellent. I forgot I had to run back for the wardrobe. I think actually if you're holding the gun you do run slightly slower. I'm not sure, but it makes sense that you would though. Kind of hear where they are. Right. Skip a little cutscene.
By now you must have learned there can be no tale without spark. No spark, no path. Light the fuse. It will guide the burnt one, and mayhap feed.
Yeah, you can actually do these sections so quickly that the text cuts off. Which obviously probably isn't great, but... Right. Oh, they are. Matches. Right. Right. Next time we see one of them, I'll purposefully get caught by it, and... Because I think what you need to do is wait for its faceplate to open, then shoot it. It doesn't actually scare it off, so you will get eaten, but, like I say, trophy. Which side is it? Is it that one? Yeah. We need to get to that bit where the guy's shooting, and we need to hide from the bullets. Yeah, it's typical, there's loads of matches now, I could have used them earlier. Oh well. I mean, we know for a fact there are more later, so it doesn't really matter, but that is the earliest point you can do it. Yeah, the flame is following the,
I see you. Not to crawl closer, Moonbird.
yeah, the guy with the blunderbuss, so we need to get past this stuff.
I see you. Not to crawl closer, Moonbird. I hear you pressing a rock.
Shit. Wrong speed. I ran slightly too far ahead on that.
Crawl closer, Moonbird.
Again, very much like the scarecrow bits in Batman, which is nice.
Your greedy shadow. What are you tinkering with?
Right, there we go. Ow. Shit.
Bird.
That was bloody close though.
Birds of the dark everywhere.
Oh, luckily, I think that gave us a checkpoint. Nice. It checkpointed. Oh! Wow. Okay, I'm going to go over why that was weird in a minute. we actually got so far ahead that it checkpointed us on the next bit, even though we didn't get to it. There's a... wow, okay. We got shot at the end of that bit because we just about reached this bit. It thinks we're here. Okay. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's taking the matches out of our gun, even though we didn't use them. Weird. Shit. Maybe putting it away empties the matches, and it doesn't. Okay. Collectible, we got that there, that's fine.
I see you, not a crawl closer, Moonbird.
Okay. Right, now you can skip these films, but the first one we are going to watch, because we never watched it when, yeah. Oh, because I died, yeah, and it didn't count, yeah. So we are going to watch this one. We're in our seats, look. The Craftsman's Hut.
No talking in the theatre, force.
So we've seen the last 3/3 and not this bit. Okay. Because it was about him making his daughter and her not wanting the crown and all that. So I haven't seen this either, because I skipped it on my run through, so... One night, the craftsman woke from a deep slumber. I think this is probably the best view we're going to get at this, but I think the other side of the camera might have a view as well, but by the time I move over there we'll have missed something, so... Oh, that was the heart we were just at. Though the sun has gone, my heart still has fire. Oh, remind me about shells in a minute. Let's make a little house. Ah, see, there's him making the village, I think. What I like about this is if you look, you can actually see human hands holding his arms. Like, they've not made it hidden, but it's, you're not, you know. Yeah, so he built this town. My city is grand, and yet it is hollow. No shells. But thank you.
Stories.
Right.
How I cherish them. Real as clay, as palpable as the midnight air. All we have left once the dark has taken the
Where is
last
he?
campfire from us.
Oh, there you are.
Projectors tell a story of failure. The craftsman projects it onto his creations. He keeps building, building without love for his craft. He needs to see it.
I'm not sure we need to light those candles, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure if we did or not. Yeah, so that shell we picked up in the last level, when we picked that would have given us the trophy, and because it would have been the last one. So I just thought I'd mention that. That's when we would have got the trophy, and when I did, so...
The potter stuck in the sinking clay,
Potter.
which he had dug so greedily, spoke his final verse. Here was I born, and here I lived. My refuge was the clay, and now the clay has played me false in a most grievous way.
The Moonbird, the thing Captain Kirk was always after. I've not seen a lot of early Star Trek, but fair enough. I know who he is at least. Men in dark skin suits, careful. You notice that? If he walks back and forth, he actually walks through objects, which probably shouldn't happen, but anyway. Right, get past, skip on the film, down into the thing, light the candles, light the first forever candle. Okay, this is the most confusing bit of the game, so I will have to concentrate for a little while. Right. Need to find... Okay, well, I'll take the match with me because I think I need it. We need to get to the first forever flame. Oh, also, crouching in here helps because it doesn't wake up all the enemies. Okay, that goes down there, but I think we need to go... Yeah, see that, right. Ah, now, we might be able to get the trophy here. Here we go. Did that count? Or was I too late? I was too late, apparently. Okay. Annoyingly, now we haven't got matches, so I can't do it again. Oh no, wait, no, we can get them from here. Okay. So yeah, it'll work on any of these. Need to go far enough back that it can have a run up though. There, got it. Face your fears. Matchstick it to the grimmer. Apparently that does slow it down though. I didn't realise that. Wow, why didn't I know that? Huh. Interesting. So you can scare them off. I thought that was just a trophy and you definitely got eaten no matter what. Huh. Okay. Alright. Nice, yeah. So the trouble is that you'd have to know where it was, and then have the thing ready and then scare it off. But the trouble is that most of the time you don't have enough warning. So, but yeah, see those blue circles there? If you step in, then that's what wakes them up. So, I think. So there's two there. So we have to walk through the middle. Now I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean crawling does help though. So we don't get too close to any of those basically. Okay. So I think when we get to the first forever flame candle, that we haven't lit, that's where we need to get to first. No, that woke it up. Quick.
Three blind explorers discovered a sleeping beast.
Oh shit,
Each
wait.
of them touched it and described it to one another. Its skin is coarse, said one. No, its ears are big, exclaimed
Shit,
another.
I think we've missed it.
Teeth are its most prominent feature,
Shit.
declared the third. Who was right or wrong mattered little, as the beast awoke.
Yeah, we've missed it.
and
Shit.
shook them all.
Can we... Oh, I don't know where the last checkpoint is. That might have been the checkpoint, annoyingly. Hopefully it wasn't, but... Wow, that is lucky. It saves us just inside the cave. Right, okay. I don't know where it is in here, if I'm completely honest. Only trouble is, that wakes up that, and I don't know if there's any way to get past it, because we haven't got any matches. Because you're not supposed to do this cave backwards, so... Yeah, this might be impossible now. The trouble is that it took us ages to get here. I wonder if we could sneak past it. Yeah, you can't sneak past it. We're going to have to do the whole chapter again because I missed one fucking disc. Maybe it's down here. Oh, this might be it. Okay, somehow we got away from it. I'm not sure how that works, but okay. At least I'm armed now, anyway. Right, this is... Yeah, okay, so we're back at the start. Right, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's a little bit like scaring a moth. Yeah, exactly. I completely forgot we can get him to light the candles. Idiot. Right. Okay, light the candles. Let me read this again. Maybe it was the first... Maybe I meant the first candle. Yeah, maybe. There should be a collectible here somewhere. Not sure where though. Not sure. This is at 150% brightness. Bear in mind. I might have to quickly look up a guide again, sorry. Because I'll just be walking around here for fucking hours otherwise. This is the one bit of the game that it was really difficult even to do with a guide. No wonder we missed this one. Optimus Heart. The rest of the collectibles in this are quite easy to get. It's just I walk past them or whatever. Okay, let's see. Craftsman's Heart disc. Craftsman's Heart. Okay. So, matchbox load, and then go to the left. There's the first candle, and then follow it along to the second candle. Right, remember this, because second candle. Alright, keep walking ahead, and then oh. Right, it was straight ahead from the second candle. Okay. Right, let's go back to the start because it'll be easier for me to find it then. because I don't want to do this backwards, but... Okay, right, first candle, right. Okay. Second candle. Oh, yeah, okay, there's a pathway here I completely missed. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there it is. The Craftsman's Heart. Before the big project, there was the dream. The dream held all the answers. Okay, now we just have to get out of the caves. Thank you. 4 candles. Handles for forks. See what I mean? How easy these things are to miss in the dark while you're trying to avoid enemies and find your way through. Yeah, this is, for lighting, this is the worst bit of the game. It's nice, but it's like, okay. Right, there we go. Okay, right.
3 blind
Phew.
explorers discovered a sleeping beast. Each of them touched it and described it to one another. Its skin is coarse, said one. No, its ears are big, exclaimed another. The teeth are its most prominent feature, declared the third. Who was right or wrong mattered little, as the beast awoke and ate them all.
It not mattered as they all got eaten. Right, okay, so we can skip the films from now on. Because we've seen them, so that's fine. Okay, it's gone. Okay. Yeah, those, if they're waiting in corridors that you can't get past, as long as you hide, I don't think they come back, so... Ooh, wait, no, okay. Right. Hiding wardrobe. Get past the 2 grinner areas and light the candles on the way. Okay. So we've got to get through these bits and light the candles on the way. So we've got to get over there, I think. Oh, no, yeah, okay, we can't see, but fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, and then... Right, back in there. They shouldn't be together, that's weird. Right. Right. What you want to do is actually follow it, but crawl. Because then you know where it's going. And hopefully it doesn't turn round before we... Yep, okay. Into the next bit. Okay. As far as I remember, there's not anything in these wardrobes that we need. No, okay. Get to the next bit with the next camera then. Oh yeah, he has to open the door. Right, okay. Ah, now this bit is the tricky one. So, right, we like this. There's a hidey hole in this area that I completely missed that really helps. Yeah, just there. That helps us get over to the left. Getting to here. And then I think we need to get over to the other side over there. Nope. But that is handy if you get it over, because then we know where it is. Because if we can get them both facing right. And then get in there. God, imagine if there was a trophy for doing this without getting seen by anything. So annoying. Come on, where are you? Right there. Okay. And that means we need to light one more candle, which is... oh, down there. Yeah, this is the tricky one. Yakobu with the scared eyes. Ooh. I really wish Potboy wouldn't stand right in the way. Oh, wow, I timed that wrong. Nope. I'm not sure of the timing on this bit. I think we need to wait till he goes... past this door. And then we can walk out behind him. Or not, I guess, I don't know. Shit. Yeah, no, I fucked it. Damn. I think I was wrong. I think it was off to the left. I think, though, nicely, it does actually leave the candles lit that you've already lit. Yeah, it does. Look, because the door over there shows you. This might actually be a better starting position for the last candle. Nope. See me. Nope. If we can recover from this, it'll be amazing. No? Okay. Yeah, I just don't know the timing of this last bit. Even though we've already done it. We just need to light that one candle that's down that side path. I think right over that side where I'm looking there, like past the house. Maybe I can walk around this side. Yeah, there you go, it's going that way. Right, hold on. Yeah, we need to go across here and to the right. No, too late. Fucking hell, the time is so annoying. There's probably an optimum route, I just don't know what it is. I reckon maybe go through the middle. Oh, well that was awful timing. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I'll show you where it is anyway. We're going to get caught again, but it's here. Yeah, so, there you go. So I was right about where it was, at least. So we have to get over there without being seen, because there's not enough time for you to get back if they have seen you. And once you're down there, you can hide at the bottom of that ramp until one goes past, and then you have to get through that door there. So... I think that's Potboy it's reacting to. Right, and then go across the middle. Nope, fucked it. Oh, come on. Maybe if I light this before they catch me, it'll count. Right. Quick playthrough to get the rest of the collectibles, he says. Okay. I wonder if we can get to the other safe house, actually, thinking about it. That might be good. No. Fucking hell! See, the trouble is, I could shoot it with the match gun, but I don't know what's going to happen, if it just stuns it or if it runs away or what. But, I mean, yeah. Because before, they walked back to... In the caves, it just walked back to where it started, but I don't know what will happen if we get them here. So, I don't know. I've literally made the same mistake twice in a row. What the fuck am I doing? Fuck it, I'll try going through the middle again then. I don't know. Right, if I can get to the safe house on the other side. No. commentary, innit? If anyone's even listening, I don't know. What the fuck is the timing on this bit? Is this even entertaining at this point? Right, okay. Well, as long as you're entertained, that's fine. I don't know what the timing is for this, right? I mean, obviously you're supposed to run to the end here for this one, right? Maybe you have to... I can't remember where the other one is. See, this... What? No, that was close. There we go, to that one. Right. I think we're supposed to run between the safe houses. I don't think you have to. I've seen someone do it without doing it, but I just can't do it. So now we need to go right out of here and left, because there's the candle door and the thing's off to the left of that, down that pathway. Now it's gone round the side of that building, you think, oh yeah, I'll walk across there, but I think it's coming back round, look. So we would have got caught. I just don't understand these patrol paths, honestly. Do we have to wait for it to come past and... I don't know. That probably would have been long enough actually, but I wasn't sure, so... Right, there it is again. Right, okay. So, we have to wait for it to go past and go left, so we basically have to follow it, I think. Because I can hear one over to the right, but I think we're safe there. Right. Yeah, there you go. Right. Hopefully it doesn't turn round. Fuck. Come on. Right. Right, now I think you can wait here. That was the door opening. I'm having to listen for them now. Potboy going up there would actually help because he can duck when they're coming. Right. Right, okay, go. Thank fuck for that. Right, okay. Phew. Okay, I think we're done with that shit now. Right, okay. I think I was just getting frustrated, honestly. I mean, obviously, but... But yes, thank you. Thank you for sticking around and not being annoyed by my annoyance. Right, okay. Right, he has to go into the camera. Oh, wrong side. No, that is the right side. Hold on. Oh, wait, is it... Oh, yeah, you have to light the fuse first. Okay, I was thinking, hold on. Take a breather for now, yeah. Well, I think that's all the annoying stealth sections finished, to be completely honest. See, that's the thing. I'd have preferred those to be replaced by more puzzles.
It's starting.
And it's ending. Okay, there we go. Right. That's the third part of the film. Just to skip through 3. Oh, there's another cave bit coming up.
Reflections of the daughter. None of them will ever dance. Ever feel the warmth of their maker's heart.
You can't skip this bit.
They can never be enough.
Okay. There we go. That's that.
After years
Right.
of searching for her son, the weaver was convinced she had lost him to the dark. One night, there came a knock upon the door. "It's your son," said a voice. "Please let me in." Thinking this was some cruel spirit come to mock her grief, she remained silent until her son gave up and left, never to return again.
Right, I think luckily this cave, although hard to see what you're doing, isn't as difficult as the first one. Also, teacups. Sleep through the cave. Okay. And then that opens that, I think. Yeah, okay. No, there are still grinners in here. Okay. As long as you stick to the opposite wall to what the grinner's on, I think you're okay. Oh, also, you get Manny Dexes in here as well, or the wardrobes, whatever you want to call them. So that's nice. Because then you can actually hide from them if you get chased. Right, okay. Oh, light it. Okay, right, that's the first one. So I need to get to the second one, I think. That's not a path we can get down, I don't think, no. I have a floor drobe. Nice. Imagine that. You just open the doors on the floor and there's all your stuff. Save room, I suppose. Okay. Right, this is the second one. So from here, light blue match. Okay, light blue match, yeah. Turn right. Okay, now, have I got my directions mixed up again, or... Right, okay. No, I think I was right, so right, okay. Or... Yeah, they are, there it is. That's why this one was difficult to miss, look. Jesus. The ghost of Coalhaven. The girl with the matches hid under a blanket when they came for her. The fire took her home, but it was the bitter cold of loneliness that transformed her. There we go. So that's one we missed. But you wouldn't think there was anything down there. If you look from here, you go, oh shit, that's a dead end. But there's a collectible right there. Because obviously they hide it with these leaves if you stand here. So, God, some of this stuff is really well hidden. Right, now we need to get to the puzzle with the thing. Remember the shadow puzzle? We need to get to that. Where I couldn't work out what my end point was until I realised that we were supposed to be making 2 different shadows, not one. So... shouldn't have thrown that. Right. Okay. So you have to do them in the order they're pointing at, because otherwise more enemies come out. So it's right, left, and then forward. But it's obvious because they point. Checkpoint. That's fine. It's quite inconvenient. I need to tidy everything. Yeah, imagine if you had doors. Actually, that's true. Actually, it wouldn't save room, would it? If you had doors in the floor, you'd have to move everything off them first. Oh, I didn't realise I was still moving. Okay. I thought I was waiting for a cutscene. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Hold down the run button and the throw button are right next to each other. Gone down the wrong path, I think. Okay. Oh no, there we go, got it. It's the trouble, you press one, you're meant to press the other. Right, okay. Need to get the arms facing that way. And then the base just to match. There we go. That's how quickly you can do that puzzle if you know what you're doing. And while this is happening, I think there's a collectible over here that we don't need, but there is one there, so worth noting. Hey, Pad Boy. Reminds me of the doors in Devil May Cry, if anyone's played that. The ones where you go to, well, I suppose whatever that game's version of hell is, and they've got like fleshy doors, and you have to cut them open, which is an interesting choice, but because we're flying, we can now, yeah, we get chased by all the grinners. It's actually worth looking backwards to see them all chasing you. Devil May Cry 1, yeah, there you go. Oh no, it's the devil world, isn't it, quote unquote, so it's basically hell, let's face it. Okay, shadow puzzle. Okay, on the left in the next area is... the groundskeeper, okay. So I think that's... it's somewhere here. Yeah, there you go. The groundskeeper. Mad God! Collected all clay figurines. Nice. The mad groundskeeper wasn't happy when the craftsman decided to build his project on her porch, but she stuck around anyway and fell in love with movies. So there you go. Cool, we got all them. Right. So all we're missing now is some discs. Now, the groundskeeper, that's what we just got, isn't it? So we're done with that, I think. Yeah, that's the longest chapter we had to do anything in, but we've got all the stuff now, so... Phew, right, okay. To prove the point, we'll visit Housey like Neo suggested. And we should only be missing 2 discs and nothing else. So, well, we know we got all the figurines because we just got a trophy for it. So there's 3 there and then all them. The shells we've got all of 25 of 25. And then we should have, what was it, 14 of 16? 15 of 17, sorry. Yeah, so, yeah, okay. So that proves that we're only missing 2 discs, right? A lot of hellish worlds have you travel through the guts of the underworld. Yeah, God of War's a good one for travelling through hell. Spoilers, I guess. Right, we need to do Tale of the Dark to get 2 discs. This one's quite short, actually, because I think they're at the start. And then Moon Mountain we only have to do for the alternative ending, so... Okay, yeah, we're almost there. And then we can listen to that story thing inside Housey at the end.
Craftsman, how do you make such perfect sculptures? To which he replied, oh, there's nothing to it, really. I go into the dark woods. I find the sculpture already waiting inside a tree. And then it's just a matter of carving it out.
That was my Michelangelo story, I remember saying that now. Yeah, those 3 dots in the bottom left mean you're locked in basically where you are. So we can't go anywhere even if we wanted to. Apart from the pre-prescribed sort of barrier places. Okay, I think now we can go down here. Right, there's a shell phone, we don't need that. Would you like the brochure? Yeah, imagine. Tale of the Dark. Right, okay, we've got to get to the bit where Potboy's head falls off. So, before that we haven't got to collect anything. Also, if you run quick enough you can actually go through that model. Or Potboy can, at least, anyway.
Not very far now. Not very far. The flame longs to be freed. It cannot truly burn. How beautiful. How tantalizing.
It's amazing how far that guy's voice carries, isn't it? But yeah, I guess the thing is, if they didn't want you to go ahead and that causes glitches, don't give me a run function then. Because that's what's causing a lot of the problems, the fact we're doing it too quickly almost. But if you're not, you know, if doing it too quickly breaks the game, then don't let me. Ugh. This is the bit where I missed the first candle and took a while to work out what to do. Like skipping that cutscene earlier that completely broke the game. Right, okay, this is the auto-scroll bit where Housey burns. The whole neighbourhood can hear you cussing. Penis, vagina! King of the Hill, where Peggy's trying to get over her fear of saying rude body parts in sexual education, yeah. Oh, actually, no, thinking about it, we do need to do the alternative ending because there's a trophy for it. I just thought about that. I was thinking of it like I'm going to do it just because I want to do it, but we do actually have to. So, yeah, okay. I'll get to the bit where his head falls off. Okay, so that's this bit, I think. I would skip this cutscene, but given the last time we skipped a cutscene that showed Potboy on screen, it broke the game. I don't think I will. Plus the fact it's quite short anyway. Right, so after this, turn around and it's on the right. But if it's not, then I think I've mixed up the directions again. So turn around and it's on the right. Oh, it literally is right there. How did I miss this? Whatever. It's a name that I can't read. Are you asleep? No, me neither. I think it's starry outside, and the moon. We were awake for a long time, the others too. Those who only almost existed lived inside us. In the end, only they were awake. Right, and then we need to get to... Okay, we need to get his head back and get to the Soul Fisher again. The guy I keep calling the guitar guy. I'm a scat man, skibbidi-bidi-yum-da-dub-dub. Yeah, remember that? John... his name was John something, I can't think now. John Scat. Because he had a genuine stutter, which is why he did that. He sang like that. Unless you're holding item, you never really see yourself in this. Just occurred to me actually, you never see yourself once in this game. And his name is John Cena. Da, 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 da. He's retiring soon. He's got a couple more matches left in him, although I am a little bit behind on the wrestling, so I might have missed some. I might not have seen something yet, but yeah, he's only got like a couple of matches left. He had a really interesting match, and it was controversial in the sense that some people loved it and some people hated it. He had a match with AJ Styles fairly recently, and most of the match was made up of them doing each other wrestlers' finishing moves to each other, which was interesting, but yeah, I imagine that wouldn't appeal to everyone. It was kind of entertaining though. Right, eye puzzle, give Potboy his head. Oh yeah, we got to get to Soul Fisher, yeah. And then once again, there's a disc right behind him that we missed, because we missed another one right behind Soul Fisher before. So not that one, the one that I'm looking at there with the two boxes.
You look like you're about to move a mountain.
There. It's literally right behind him.
That's what I get.
Oh, we have to long.
Trying to
Wait,
get in
on.
the way of a flame and its destination.
You have to wait for this.
Let him walk his walk. Ain't nothing gonna stop him now, looks like. Very well now, Burnt One. You're going to Moon Mountain, and that walk is for you alone. You have a tough decision ahead of you to make.
Indeed.
Just like the ones who came before. But they're all long gone. In the end,
Long gone.
all there's left to follow is your own heart.
I was going to look at Men Man. Was it sort of like, you did my move, right, that does it, sort of back and forth? No, what it was they tried to do their own moves on each other, then they were using each other's, like Cena was using an AJ move and AJ was using a Cena move, and then they started doing like, you know, moves of wrestlers that weren't in the matches, like, you know, it was mostly moves from opponents that Cena had in the past, so it was like a story. It was more of a storytelling match than a wrestling match. it was okay, I suppose. It wasn't the best thing ever. It certainly wasn't as bad as some people said it was, though. And for a man of Cena's age, who he must be like 50 at this point, he's doing all right. There we go. Candle Valley. There was always music in the air. Collect all gramophone, Granddad. In the Valley of Candles, what will you do with your fire? The fire longs to be free. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting match. You'd have to know the references, like when Cena goes for a spear and everyone cheers, it's because it's Edge's finisher and stuff like that. But you'd have to know that. Right, I don't remember how much of this chapter's left, so I'm going to go back to the main menu. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's just see what we've got left. Oh, shit. Oh. Shit. Yeah, I've missed one. Shit. I don't know where that was then. Hopefully it wasn't in the fucking Craftsman's Heart level. Yeah, I don't know what one I missed. I've missed one though. I'll have to see what one it was. Neo's heading out. Thank you very much, Neo. Thanks for sticking around, and we will see you later. Goodbye. Right, I've got to find out what one I missed. Yeah, 14 of 15. That's annoying. 11, 12. Fucking hell! It is in the Craftsman's Heart as well. Yeah, I've just spotted in the guide where I was supposed to do it. Although, luckily, hold on, what number is it? Hold on, because it might be the one right at the start. That'll be handy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's 12. So, if we... Yeah, I missed one behind 2 candles. I've written it down and I completely skipped over it. Okay, so we can probably do that pretty quickly, actually. Thankfully, imagine if it was at the end. Jesus, I'd have given up, I think. And I've just gone, oh, fuck it, we'll do it on stream. Luckily, it's right at the start of that chapter, I think, or close enough. But of all the chapters we'd have to do another bit of, God. Yeah, sorry, I meant to grab that on the way through and forgot.
Along the walk, the cold takes its toll, and pot boys flame flickers, but it is still enough for the blind.
I'll do this as quickly as I can. We're almost done. Get some rip. Can't skip this, okay. Why am I getting so many messages on Discord? Oh, shit. I just realised I never set myself as a fuck. Okay, that explains it. Oh yeah, that stream when Yakobu said he heard a Discord noise on stream and I couldn't. That's because I was signed into Discord on the Steam Deck, even though I'm normally not, so it's not on, so you wouldn't have heard it anyway. Thankfully. Yeah, so all we need to do, I think, is just the eyeball puzzles, which are kind of short anyway. And then after the bit with the Grinner where we could have got the trophy the first time, which we didn't, but we got it later. There's a town square, and I think I just have to find it behind some candles or something. But yeah, apologies. Honestly, if it turned out it was in the chapter after that bit where we have to escape all the Grinners, I would have given up and just done it again later and shown you all the stuff off stream. Would have been annoying, but luckily it's not too far, so... What? Oh, right. Hi, I'm Lang Secret. I'm a midnight walk speedrunner. I mean, you could do this by sound alone, but I mean, given that you can look, I might as well. Oh, right. I was going to say, is he going to light it or not? Okay. Yeah, you'll see, after this I think you'll see the bit I missed, and then we'll get the last disc, and then that'll be that. Technically we're not in the shadow right here, but because he's so distracted by the flame it doesn't matter. Go and tell the town square with the skippable cutscene. Right, okay. Yeah, I completely missed that note I'd written. But yeah, if I'd had to follow video guides whilst on stream, that would have taken fucking ages.
To find peace. Then, out of nowhere, came another boat that bumped into his. He cursed whoever was on the other boat, but when the fog cleared, he discovered that it was, in fact, empty.
Okay, so this is the bit where you can shoot the Grinner for the trophy for the first time. If you've got matches, which obviously you only have if you haven't died, as Yakobu pointed out.
What's a story without a little adversity?
Run into the door. Right, so when we actually get a cutscene we can skip, we know we're in the right place. Do you know what they remind me of, actually? I don't know if anyone else knows this, but what was that thing with the aliens in where they killed it with a virus? War of the Worlds. If you've ever seen the the aliens from War of the Worlds, they look a bit like that with the spindly legs. Right, this is where we should have stopped. Yeah, they are. There it is. Right, who took the sun away? There you go. Completed, collect the complete story of the Murkle. Nice. The dance. Right, okay, there we go. We got it. Right, that's what we should have grabbed the first time round. Right, okay. So now, the only trophy should be keep on walking the midnight walk. Right, okay, that's it. Right, okay. Cool. And then we'll listen to... right, do we want to listen to the Murkle story first and then do the alternative ending, or the other way around? Let me know which you prefer, or not prefer, as it were. I don't know how long that story thing's going to take, but it wouldn't... I couldn't have thought it'd take that long. In fact, the Murkle thing might be... I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a prequel to the game or whatever. Story for... now, because I've confused myself by using the wrong terms, do you mean listen to the story in the house or do the alternative ending first? I should have only used the word story for one of them, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6. So even though there's 6 chapters, it counts them as... it doesn't list 6 because those 2 are basically the same thing, even though they're separate. So this, okay. Let's listen to the Murkle story then, see what that is. It might provide some backstory. You never know. That's always good. Okay, so we've listened to all the shells. We've looked at all the figurines. The music tracks I don't think we'll listen to just because they are just music, which is nice, but you know. Okay, so we just listen to these in order, I suppose. Okay.
She came back one day from a long while of rock picking under the gnarly trees. Usually the Murkle had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
Right, I'm going to guess then. There's her pot boy. So the Murkle is an old woman, but in that she's a child, so I think this is a prequel. If I find the... I can't remember what chapter the Murkle was in. It won't take me long to go through them though. They are Auntie Murkle, there you go. The Murkles are sun-loving beings who are afraid of the dark. There are several tales of Murkles who dare to seek it out anyway. So you can see all the little badges they've got from, I don't know, being in the army or something. Well, there you go. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if they're that short, then this is going to be cool. Okay. Once upon a time, that night the Murkle dreamt many dreams.
The Murkle dreamt many dreams of the mysterious moon and the critters living within its craters, and of the ocean and its deep secrets, known only to the sea creatures and the corals, and of the twinkling stars that had so much to tell, but they were too far away to be heard. All of it intertwined in a colourful tapestry.
You get a little chance to... Oh, they are dreaming. They're really cool, these drawings. I like them. Okay, in terms of listening to this, this is completely directional. Do you want it? Do you want the sound behind you or slightly to one side? Because behind you it sounds a bit too quiet. I don't know. The unusual morning. Definitely not made from root vegetables, no.
And so she woke
Oh, that's alright. I'll do it from here.
So big it could have devoured the sun. She had slept for just about a decade. A decent nap by Murkle standards. She smacked her dry lips, looking forward to what the new dawn had to offer as she left her lair and went out into the cool night. Wait a minute.
she exclaimed. Night?
Hmm. Maybe this is the origin of the darkness or something? Okay. The Murkle's complimentary nap. Unless that's... I don't think that's the one we just... Oh, okay.
Where was the sun? Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Murkle mumbled softly to herself. Winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap.
Okay. There you go, and there she is. And there's the moon. Alright. It's a pity you can't just play all, but it's the mocking night sky.
The Murkle had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades. Now that counts as oversleeping, even by Murkle standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
Notice how the Murkle's got older because she was asleep for 20 years. Cool. Okay, 6. The Murkle's journey begins.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Murkle asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Murkle had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed the gentle push south down the midnight walk and to the dark lands.
You can see her moving along there. The little phases of her journey. That's pretty cool. I'll try and get close to the picture whilst it's playing, maybe, so we can look at some more of the details, because you don't get long to look at it at the end. The Soulfisher's advice.
Along the walk, she met the old Soulfisher, with whom she'd shared many a teacup in her days. Is that the Murkle I see? Another decade, another teacup, eh? He chuckled, but the Murkle sure wasn't in the mood to discuss teacups. Who took the sun away, Soulfisher? Surely it wasn't caught by your hook? After pondering for a good minute, the Soulfisher answered, well, there have been whispers among the fish and corals about a loathsome, hungry Mulgrim roaming the swamps. Perhaps it knows. By the time the Soulfisher looked up from under his big hat, the Murkle had already continued down the road.
Cool. Whispers. Now, what made me think, that slightly made me chuckle, and I think, oh, I won't say it because it'll ruin the rest of the story, is it sounded like, oh, Stevie. Sounded like that. We know that reference. Okay. Soulfish's advice. Conversations with Mulgrims.
After a long while of following oversized snail-like tracks in the mud, trudging deeper and deeper into the mushroom-ridden swamps, the Murkle heard a harrowing howl. Up on a hill stood a looming figure, dark and still in the quiet of the night. Lo and behold, the Mulgrim. She thought to herself in slack-jawed awe. She greeted the creature with a quivering voice and, unable to restrain herself, asked, "Do you know who took the sun away?"
So maybe the Mulgrim knows. Selfish advice. the cave. Oh, this is... Yeah, I'm wondering if she ends up meeting the cat that we heard about in the story, the one that hid in the cave from the cold.
Talking to monsters had never been any Murkle's forte, but this meeting proved spectacularly disastrous. Barely escaping the gnashing teeth of the Murkle, she managed to escape by jumping into a lake, following its stream away from the swamps. Although the Murkle was far behind her, she could still hear its melancholy howl. Mad with grief, she mumbled, "As I will be, unless I find the sun again." Tired from running, she searched for shelter and found a dark, dank cave. Cozy, even by Murkle standards.
Cozy by Murkle standards. The cave. The way she's drawn reminds me of the character from the Moomins. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, because most of them are sort of round and chubby, but should appeal to me really. But anyway, the Crawler's dinner party.
The wind blew cold in the cave, its whispers strangely soothing to the Murkle. As it turned out, the whispering belonged to a pack of starving crawlers who had begun circling her, their language known only to the dark itself. "What are you searching for, little limb tree?" they sounded in guttural unison. "These are dark days, and your kind does not belong anymore." The Murkle gathered her courage. "I am looking for the sun. I know you crawlers eat fire for dinner. Did you eat it?" They sniffed her lantern hungrily, and instinctively, she offered its flame to them.
Yes. Because they do eat fire, so she's right. How's the sun? What? No. Sorry. 11:15, far away from home.
The crawlers cackled like mad chickens. "Keep your fire cleaning. Take it to the dark itself. Perhaps there you shall find answers." Before the poor little Murkle could shriek, the crawlers had gone with the wind. Knowing not where to find the dark itself, well, everything looked pretty dark to her. The Murkle found her way back on the road, further away from home than she had ever been. The hills were looking stranger by the hour. The rocks upon them seemed to move. They were the head people, a peaceful yet grumpy sort who didn't take kindly to somebody's perusing their lands.
Oh,
They
yeah.
muttered at her as she passed them, but she couldn't make out their words. "What's that, little headlings? Are you saying you know who took the sun away?" But the heads only grunted and rolled away, back to the safety of their huts.
Nice. Yeah, the heads don't like anyone with a body, and the bodies got separated and they had the great beheading. They got rid of all the bodies, I remember that. It's quite a good little story. Far away from home. The dance.
The road went on, and the shadows grew all around her. Was this the dark itself? Not sure whether she was alone, she asked out loud, "Does anyone out here know who took the sun away?" By the side of the road lay 3 peculiar faceless and person-sized dolls wrapped in muddy bandages. A stone's throw away lay some strange masks. The Murkle followed her instincts and put the masks back on.
We did that.
And the dolls did come to life. They began to dance a haunting dance around her, and before she knew it, she was dancing too. When it was all over, their masks fell off and they went back to lifelessness. The Murkle silently thanked the dolls for the dance and went on her way, deeper into absolute
what will be interesting is working out what the setup is here. If this is supposed to be like this story's supposed to be the prequel to the game we just played, then you know, who's got the son and all that sort of stuff. I wondered if it was her first of all when she was transporting it, but pretending that she wasn't. Could still be right. I don't know. The Murkle in the dark itself.
Before she knew it, the little Murkle, lost and tired, came to stand before the dark itself with a burning question clenched in her fist. She felt like punching the dark with it, screaming it out like the howling Morgrim, laughing it out like the starving crawlers who had nothing left to eat but the hope of others. Who took the sun away? It then asked the Murkle. His voice sounded like a dark forest, deep and ancient. It wasn't you, the Murkle retorted. You're its complete opposite. Surely you must be the reason it's gone. The dark then replied, I am but the absence of light, not its adversary. Light is because I am. How could I possibly hold it in my possession? The Murkle felt her anger fade. She understood little besides one thing, that the darkness was not behind the missing sun, nor her suffering.
Good logic from the dark there. It's like saying black is a colour. It's not. It's an absence of colour. See, that's the whole point. And white is all colours mixed together. So there you go. Okay, the journey back home.
Had her journey been for naught, would she ever feel the rays of the sun again? Bask in their glory. Walks on cloudy summer's day. Murkle was alone in questions, but near she was. The dark held her land of nothingness that was cold and warm at the same time. So, she said, what do I do now? To which the dark itself replied, you don't have to do anything. She took an hour's nap then and there, the blink of an eye by Murkle's standards, and then she began the journey back home, which seemed much shorter now than it had before.
Okay, well they've got one more film to wrap this up with, so we'll see. I must admit, I am intrigued. Okay, the end, 15 of 15.
Back home on her hill, memories of the Murkle's many encounters along the way came circling back into her mind. None of her new acquaintances had been able to answer her burning question, but they hadn't been a waste of time either. She knew not if the sun would return tomorrow, in another decade, century, or never. She knew now, however, that she didn't need to know. She had the dark, and in it, anything seemed possible. So busy with her search for answers, ever since she'd left home, she'd completely forgotten to look up. The stars twinkled in the night sky, and there were so many, and they kept her good company. If only a little rock-picking Murkle could know that the seemingly tiny stars were in fact thousands upon thousands of suns. The end.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's just the sun that they recognise isn't there. Plus the fact that if it was night time, maybe she didn't realise that she should just wait for it to come back up again. But no, that was cool. That was a nice story. I like that. I thought it would have more of a bombastic ending, like, oh, here's the sun, I found it, but no. Okay, that's cool. There we go, and there's all the records we got. And you can probably listen to all those, but again, as I say, it's I wonder if we could have picked a soundtrack while we were watching the film. But I wouldn't know what they all sounded like, so anyway. Right, now we're going to do the alternative ending. But that was nice, I like that. Hope everyone else enjoyed that story. Story time with Lang Secret.
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monstrosities, for fools lost in the woods? A terrible void where all your nightmares come true. The dark could be a friend, perhaps a space where we might find each other, all of us equal under its cloak.
Oh, I thought I was falling there. The hands were going up. I thought I was falling off the edge of the platform. Yeah, as I say, I hope anyone. I mean, I enjoyed that story. I hope everyone else did.
The release of the old, like taking off a tight shoe, laying bare one's feet, and taking a first step onto a new adventure.
I saw something glowing there. What was that? It was good. Good. Okay. Yeah, I thought what I'll do is I'll listen to the first one. I mean, if the first part of 15 is like 10 minutes long, then it's going to take ages, but they were only like a minute long each, so that was alright. Quite a nice little story.
Could be a moment of clarity and calm, a break through icy clouds and the shameful stories we tell ourselves that fetter us to the clay and mud.
I wonder if we could take another one to save time, but I don't think they let you. Okay. Oh, there you go, you can take one. I just thought while you're listening to the story you could grab another match and then you wouldn't have to get one out of the next box. Like that, see? Speedrun.
The dark could be the space and time that we need to recover from the death of a dream and the quiet promise of a new beginnings waiting on the other side of grief.
Sorry, back to move. Let me grab a new match. Resourceful, yeah, exactly. See, although that extra, see, I'm joking about the speedrun stuff, but I think if you had to wait that long, you're not really saving any time, so it probably wouldn't be useful. That would be my assumption, anyway. See, if you could put it straight away, it would save time, but
the dark remains a mystery. Its secrets locked away behind the stars. But one can rest assured that it is always there, watching, patiently waiting for us to enter it, with fire in our hearts and with eyes wide open.
unless you need to uncover something, then you have to do the opposite, which is close your eyes. Or squint your eyes, not to the point where you're an evil Chinese man, but certainly not me.
You've arrived. Hark! Your fire is dying, but the last embers will light the final fireplace and set you.
Forgot about that. Your flame will light the final fire. Well, the first time round it did. We're not doing that this time though. Secret locked behind stars. Yakobu's put like, I was going to say hashtags. What are they called? Asterisks? Yeah. They put asterisks as stars and then my emote behind them. That's quite clever. Yeah, luckily there's no collectibles that we missed in this chapter, because I think there's only like 2 things and we got them both anyway because they were really obvious. So And now we've done it, when we get to that bit with the cave, which I think is in this chapter, we have to make sure Potboy follows us through, because that's a glitch as well. Do you know what it was? I think I said this at the time, but it was caused by... because there's a bit coming up with the wind where you have to hide with Potboy again. And we jumped in the cave just as the wind started, and I think it blew Potboy back. Oh! No, I've just worked out what it is. You know that thing when he went out and we could relight him in the wind? And I didn't know about that until earlier on. I thought it was just a game over because we'd never had it happen. What I think is, we jumped in the cave, so did he, but he went into that, like, sort of dead state, like when you have to set him on fire again. Because we'd already gone through the cave, we couldn't go back to do it. I think that's what happened. That makes so much more sense now. So it is a soft lock glitch, but now I understand why it happened. Now I've just realised that. So Potboy's flame went out, but we couldn't go back to put it back in again. It's this bit. Yeah, so the idea is these matches are here to set his flame again. Right, there. Yeah. So if he, yeah, if you don't call him down or the wind puts him back, look, you can't get back to him to relight him. So, yeah, that was bad. That's bad game design, that is. Okay. I guess they didn't think that would happen, but it can happen, so they should have not have it happen. I think they should just reload you from the last checkpoint. Just give your character a game over and just make him go back to the last checkpoint. Or have some option in the menu that you can go back to the last checkpoint, because I don't think there is one. You can go back to the main menu and reload the game and it takes you back to the last checkpoint, but if the checkpoint's in that cave, then it wouldn't help. So... you know, I did wonder why there were so many matches around these bits. It's because you can relight Potboy. Right, you walked out. I didn't tell you to, but okay. Where are you going? I didn't tell you to. Right, now your flame's gone out, and now we're going to freeze to death. Well done. Okay. That was totally his fault. Yeah, here's where all the pot boys have fallen. I may have taken the wrong path there. Quick, there we go. Probably should have gone to that one rather than this one. Quick, there we go. I wonder if you have to duck. I suppose not then. I thought you had to. Can't go that. Well, you can go that way actually. Huh. I wonder if you can go that way. Oh, no, okay, you can't. Didn't that look like a pathway, though? Huh. Yeah, instead of trees, you have to watch the flags now. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but it helps. It's rounder at the top. Oh. Yeah, that... Oh, yeah, okay, when this is where the wind stops. I was going to say, that seems too far away. Shadow Gate. Christ, that's bright. I'm holding up because I assume I'm still moving. There we go. That's some serious pea super fog, says Orb. Oh yes. Yep. There's a good, is it 50s phrase, I suppose? Yeah. It's a real pea super. I've been watching 50s stuff on YouTube, so Alright, okay, here we go. Right, this is where we decide what ending we get. So we're going to go for the ending that we didn't do before. Also notice there's a moon and a star on the floor. Right, so this time we're not, well, I say sacrificing Potboy if that's what we did, but we're doing the opposite of that anyway. Blast it, boy. I'm wondering if we walk somewhere else and maybe there's like a whole other area and this isn't the end if you select the other option. That'd be interesting. But I assume it's the end either way. We never did get an answer to who took the sun. Maybe we find out who takes the sun. Colin McRae cheat to make all the stages completely foggy. Okay, so stop. So we don't want to burn, we want to stop. For the other ending. Ooh, he's lighting it with a forever flame. Or not. Okay. So, right. So we sacrificed. Potboy got sacrificed anyway. Oh no, wait, no, maybe not. There you go. Okay, well this is new to us then, so we're blind again. There's the Murkle. Yeah, it's not scaring them away because they're not scared by the sunlight. So it's the moon instead of the sun? Yeah, I suppose because Moon Mountain, yeah. Because she doesn't have to throw away her match, because... That's the same, I think. Well, unless there's something else. Oh, fade away. I was partly... Oh. Burn, baby, burn. There you go. Platinum trophy. Right, we're still going. Huh. So this bit's... I was going to say, if that's going to be the end, those endings aren't different enough. But, okay, there's an extra bit. It did say continue the midnight walk, didn't it? Okay. Yay, stuff. Yeah, I was going to say I was a bit let down by if that was the alternative ending, but also, do they not look like stacked waffles to anyone else, or sort of McDonald's beef burger patties, or those little microwave ones you get from Rustlers? I'm not going to have a go at the Rustlers ones. I like the Rustlers ones. They're much. It's got to the point where Rustlers burgers are nicer than McDonald's ones, especially those barbecue rib ones. They're great. They're not burgers, but still. And Housey's with us as well. I'm wondering if this ending is what they call sequel bait. Interesting. So... Oh. Soulfisher.
Once upon a time, some folk on the other side of this and that had the most strange and beautiful dream. I hope that tonight you caught a glimpse of it, and I wish you the levity and grace to smile in the darkest of times and on the way down your midnight walk.
I think that's the same. I talked over it, sorry. That bit where he just ends on a diddle-dum. Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, there you go. So that was the alternative ending. I think I... Right, which one do we prefer? Well, it's almost like the ending... I thought what it was going to be was we either make ourselves happy and everyone else miserable, or we make everyone else happy and ourselves miserable. I thought that was going to be the trade-off, but it didn't seem like everyone was that let down by the fact we didn't bring the sun back. You know, I mean, the monsters didn't run away, but then they were creatures too, so I don't... Yeah. I mean, I think I prefer that ending, just because we got to carry on with Potboy and we got that little extra bit, so I think that is the better of the two endings. But yeah, there you go. Nice, okay. That's a cute game. Yeah, I suppose I'd better do my review while this music's playing. We're not going to do the whole credits, don't worry. Yeah, so, art direction and music, really nice. I don't think there were any annoying characters in that at all. I think they were all cool for what little time they had. I like the Soulfisher, the wise old man with the guitar. The darkness being an actual thing was quite a cool thing, like a feature. What else? Yeah, let's do negative points. There could have been more actual puzzles rather than stealth segments. I didn't really enjoy those that much because I'm quite bad at them. If you knew exactly what they are entertaining still, they're not really my sort of thing, unless it's like Metal Gear Solid or whatever. Yeah, there wasn't a character who loved spooky stories. Ooh, because for anyone who missed us saying this the first 8 times, this game was made by the same people who made Lost in Random. Almost forgot the name again. And there is a sequel to Lost in Random, but this feels more like a sequel to Lost in Random than the actual sequel did, because they completely changed the style of game. I have played the demo for the sequel of Lost in Random, but I'm not sure if I like it or not, because it's like a randomly generated dungeon crawler game, where the idea is you have to on purpose die a lot and then use your points you gain to buy upgrades and stuff. It's not really my sort of thing, but I might play it if it's really cheap one day and see what it's like. The trouble is that I couldn't practice that off stream because it's random, so if I played it on stream it would be completely different. But yeah, anyway, back to this game. Glitches. Yeah, they kind of needed to sort some of that shit out. The thing where Potboy wouldn't follow us. And if you skip certain cutscenes, it completely deletes him from the game. But no, overall, good. I like that. I don't really give numbers to games, but I'd give it a good sort of, I don't know, 7.5. It was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, it was certainly interesting. I mean, there wasn't. I didn't expect there to be any combat, and there wasn't. But I was hoping there would be more puzzles. Yeah, that gliding glitch was quite funny, I must admit. I don't mind glitches as long as they don't soft lock you or break the game, which it didn't, and it didn't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, as I say, the only thing we won't be doing is listening to all the music tracks, because I suspect they're probably music tracks that we already heard from the game. I can't imagine they give you a load of songs that you can only listen to in here. But no, that's pretty cool. I love the little collectible dolls and statues and stuff. The Moonbird, Murkle, nameless creature, things like that. I like the narration as well. All the voices in this are good. The Moonbird. Yeah, exactly. So there we go. So we'll end as we started, by the fire. And I can't see that we'd ever come back to this game, but I guess it's cute enough. Unless I hear of any stuff that we missed that's like Easter eggs that aren't collectibles, then maybe. But can't see them ever adding anything to this game. But that ending could give you a sequel. So if there's ever a sequel to this, then I will play it. So there you go. Okay, so that's the end of this game. So we'll do a goodbye for YouTube and get into something else. So we got. Oh, also, just before we go, how do I get to it now? Oh shit! Hold on. There we go. 16 of 16 trophies, and there's our platinum trophy. We got them all. Whee! Yeah, no really difficult trophies. You just have to collect stuff and timing-based thing about shooting that thing in the face. But other than that, pretty easy. Okay. So see you on the next game, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye.